As part of the data structures concept, we have done with the linear lists, which are linked lists and arrays, and we have done with stacks. Now we are dealing with queues. We'll see about queues data structure. Hello everyone, this is Shravan Kumar Manthri. Welcome to our channel CSE Gurus. We'll see these things in the concept of queues, like what is the definition and operations. Of course, we'll write a program using arrays. Of course, we'll execute. Of course, we'll write with linked list also. We'll execute, then we'll see what is the complexity of the programs, and then we'll see what is circular queue, okay, how it is different from simple queue, and of course double-ended queue also. So we'll write for these two also, program and execution. So this is the part we'll see as part of the queues data structure. Now coming to the definition of queue, what is actually a queue compared with the stack? Actually, we learned about stack where the last element which is inserted will be taken out first, whereas in a queue, it's simple terms. What actually a queue in a line, if you see, whoever enters first will come out first, right? We'll see in the queues in the might be in the ticket counters or when you pay the bill in the shopping malls. So we'll see some queues where the first who enters will come out first. So it's some queue is a linear data structure which follows a particular order, that is first in first out. In generally we say it as FIFO, first in first out. So the operations are performed, and one end is used to insert the data, which is called as enqueue, entering the data into the queue, and the other is used to remove the data, so which is deleting in the queue. The element you need to delete, so entering the elements into the queue and deleting. So one end is always used to entering the data, other end is always to remove the data. Compared with the stack where you will use only one end, which is to insert and remove. So here if I take, this is where you want to insert the elements, this is the part where you want to delete the elements. Like when you are inserting the elements, that is called as rear, which is called as rear, and when you are deleting, this is called as, that end is called as front. From front always you can delete the elements in general queue, and from rear you always can insert the elements. For example, if this is a queue structure, if I insert, let us suppose the elements, like I want to insert 5. First of all, you can see, if let us suppose these are the index parts, like first I need to insert from rear, you go like this until you will get empty. So where is empty? First one, so 5 will be inserted here. Let us suppose I want to insert 10, so from rear itself, yes, like this it will go, this is empty, yes. So now I want to insert 8, so one by one you will check it out, and 8 will be inserted here. And might be you want to insert 7, yes, you can insert from here 7. Might be you want to insert 20, yes, you can insert from the rear, yes. Now can you insert one more element next? No. Why? Because you can see the queue which is of size 5 only, you inserted all the 5 elements, now you cannot insert. That is also called as overflow, queue overflow. Of course we know if queue no elements are there, we can say queue is empty. Now if I want to delete the elements, which element to be deleted first? In the order which they are going into the queue. So which went first? 5. So 5 can be deleted from which? Front. So here it needs to be deleted. So next will be deleted is 10. Next will be deleted is 8. That means if you want to delete 7, you must delete 5, 10, 8. Then only 7 can be deleted. So that is what the process of queue. Like this it will be. So anyway, technically we'll see what are the operations here in the queue. One by one we'll see. Once again I'm writing technically how it can be. So initially we can check it out. What is the first operation you want to check it out is enqueue. So let us suppose I want to enter an element into the queue, add an element into the queue. How to insert? I told you, like one by one it goes here, and so it is a rear, this is rear, and this is front. So from 0, so first index here it is 0, the element 5 can be inserted. Next element is something like 10, you can insert here 10 like this. Now when you insert 5 and 10, now the values of front and rear will be updated. What is front initially? If there are no elements, we say it as a -1. Rear is also -1 if there are no elements. Once you enter, okay, I'll check it out with 5. Once you enter 5, your front is here. What about rear? From the rear which is empty, that is up to here. So front and rear both will become index 0. Okay, now if you enter 10, so front is here, and what about rear? Rear is here. So 5 and 10, you have elements only 5 and 10, so rear will be updated to 1. Now insert one more element, 8. So now front is 0, first element. What about rear? Rear is at position 2. So like this. So if you insert one more element, 4, so where is rear? Rear will be updated like this. So this is what you can have. And let us suppose if I insert one more element, so 5, 10, 8, 4 and 15. Let us suppose 15 will be inserted here and rear is 4. Now in this situation, if I ask you what is front and rear values, you can say that front is at 0th position and rear is at 4th position. Here this is rear. So where it is implemented. Now I want to delete. So this is NQ. You can insert the elements into the queue. Now if you go for DQ, deleting the elements into the queue, it's not double-ended, it's deleting the elements into the queue. Remove an item. Which can be removed first? You only can remove which is the first element in the front. Where is front? At 0th position. What is the value? 5. Yes, you can remove 5. So 5 will be deleted now. Now when you delete 5, your front has to be incremented. Why? Because the position of front is here. You cannot shift these elements from here to here. But simply you write what is front. Front means 1. So front is here right now. Now again if you want to remove, what happens? So 10 has to be removed so that my front value will become 2. So front is updated, not the rear. Anyway, rear is there itself. Now if you want to remove, so front will be updated, which is 3. Still if you want to remove, front will be updated to 4. Now if you clearly observe, front and rear both are same. Remember a point where front and rear are both are same, then your queue will consist only one element. So these are the logics. Anyway, we'll try to implement. Front is equals to rear means you will have only one element into the queue. If front equals rear equals to -1 means you will have queue is empty. If front and rear equals to minus. Of course, if they are different means your queue consists at least 2 elements. That means more than one element your queue consists. Now what are the other operations you can do? Front, that means at any instant what is the front value, you can get it. So what is the front value? If I know that, I'll decide whether to delete in the queue or not. Might be according to the constraint. But what is the front element I want to know, then I can directly get according to the front pointer. Anyway, you can get the rear also. With respect to the rear pointer you can maintain, that is the index will be maintained. Of course, when you get front, in the sense the function front you are executing means you are not removing, you just want to find it out. What is the front element? Now checking is full means whether your queue is full according to the size of the queue, whether you have inserted all the elements. Okay, so that's what is full. Of course, is empty is there if queue is empty. So all these things, all these functions we'll try to implement. We'll try to write the programs. How to write the programs? Of course, we have two methods. You can implement the queue. Two methods. One is using array, other one is using linked list. So we'll see these two cases. First we'll go for arrays concept. Through that arrays we'll declare an array of queue, where insert and delete operations, which are NQ and DQ operations, can be done. We'll see systematically. We'll write the programs.